The more you lot are speaking, the deeper, the more unhappy I'm actually feeling.
Because we're putting the case for Arsenal, which is forcing you to put the case against. And it's plunging you deeper into that spiral.
You know what, it's heartbreaking because I just feel like the manager, in respect of a coach, is coaching as far as he can, and the help what he needed didn't get. And that is what's holding them back to the point now you've seen Arsenal fans even being negative towards Mikel. I'm not sure what more he can do in the current
Champions League.
Fingers crossed with that, Kels, because again, we're talking about the elite of the elite, and Arsenal have got to go there. And let's face it, limp there. They've got to be limping there. Is it PSG? PSV, sorry, PSV.
Got PSG.
You know what I mean? Again, it's a team that, in the current climate, Kels, you probably look at Arsenal, if you're PSV, in this stage of the Champions League and feel, wow, this is a good draw for us.
Yeah.
That's where we are at the minute.
Absence of a recognised strike. I mean, look, there are longer running issues around Arsenal having an out-and-out goal scorer, but with nobody available to play. I mean, he played Marino in that position, but with nobody available who's a specialist in that position, they did look toothless.
Yeah, we did, and we're having a massive problem with a mid-block Arsenal. But like Kels, we can't ignore the fact that as much as people might be tired of hearing the talk of a striker, it's no secret we've needed a striker for 3 years. We've missed 5 windows where we haven't had a striker. I heard an interview with Mikel, what was from January before Kels, where he was talking about, yes, we will try and get somebody if that person fits in. We're talking about a global market for Arsenal to shop in, and for us to not, especially after Saka, especially after Jesus, to still not add to a squad that's clinging on by their fingernails to a Liverpool side that look like they're coasting, getting ready to put into fifth gear. You know, to hold on to them with everything that's happened is for me, from the board, it's terrible business.
So do you think that in some ways, and even if you factor in the injuries, the type of injuries that Arsenal have been having this season, and then you factor in that there hasn't been the activity in the transfer market over the last 5 windows to bring in that recognised striker, or even a backup striker.
Even before the injuries, we needed.
So if you look at
forwards.
Have Arsenal kind of created their own problems then this season?
Yeah, I think so, and I think that what else has got to happen in the summer is they've got to get a director of football in. Somebody's got to come in like that. That's got to be one of the first appointments at Arsenal, because the business, what's gone on. When you look at, we've got a lone goalkeeper in Neto, who wasn't allowed to play in certain games, takes up a lone spot that Arsenal would have needed. And when you're looking at someone like a Villa went and found those 2 players. You know, we're going
to come on and talk
yeah, we are,
about
but just to make the point,
they've absolutely won the window.
Absolutely, they have won the window with Asensio and Rashford. They've realised what they need for that push for Champions League, and they've gone all out to make sure that happens. That's something that should have happened to Arsenal, especially with the way the season went last season and what they're trying to do this season. It's not happened, and it feels like, you know, it's for me, I don't think the manager could do any more. People are talking about the training, maybe the intensity of the training that Kels, and with a squad that is not very big, it's not very deep. Of course, that's going to hurt you, especially and some of the bad luck.
Some of the bad luck and some of the red cards that Arsenal have had this season. I mean, again, it's something that they can point to maybe as excuses, and I know a lot of Arsenal fans would feel that they've been targeted this season, or that they've been treated more harshly. It's probably a better way of putting it. But is there
some of them you won't even see again? I don't think you'll see someone like Declan Rice's one again. You know, you won't even see that. I think even Lewis Skelly's one at Wolves. Some of them have been really harsh, Kels. And I feel for the Arsenal fans because
But then there's also Lewis Skelly's one in the West Ham game, and then there are also ones where it is throwing the ball away that, you know, it's an arguable yellow, or kicking the ball away rather. It's an arguable
yellow. Yeah, but which one's kicking the ball away? You're talking about Declan Rice's?
Trossard's, I was thinking.
Trossard's one was
that was